What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 224 of the Lured Up podcast, where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network. Today is Tuesday, June 21st, 2022. I'm your host, Ken Pescatore. That's Adam Tuttle. Adam, hi.
Hi, everyone.
Wow, you're loud. All up on my
I'm loud
eardrums.
and proud.
Yo, so I was listening to last week's show, and I probably misspoke about 350 times with, like, dumb stuff. I called it the wrong episode number, like, twice. I was calling Larvitar, Tyranitar, all these things. So if you called it out and were yelling and you're yelling out loud at me, I accept your yells because it was terrible. I'm listening back. I'm like, yo, what was I even talking about? I guess I was very excited.
He was trying to put a podcast together.
I don't know what I was doing, but I definitely wasn't making a whole lot of sense anyway. So on today's show, we don't have a lot, man. There's been there's been no real news updates. This is definitely the calm before the GoFest storm. This is typical of what they do every year. So there's not a lot of information. They trickle some stuff out, and then, maybe a month before, we don't get much. So there's not a lot of new news to talk about. We'll get through. I have some cool stuff to talk about. But we do have the TCG Crossover Event that's going on right now. It's a 2-week-long event. It's been phenomenal. I've really been enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, same.
Yes, it's been a boring week, they say in the chat. Yeah, look, if there's not a lot of wow and pizzazz and loud stuff going on, it's just kind of been chill. They've left it up to our own devices to play the game. I can respect that, but there hasn't been a lot of announcements. But we will talk about the TCG Crossover Event. This is a long event split in two. Really, the only difference is Mewtwo's move, right?
That is exactly right, yeah.
But we'll talk about that and our experiences so far. And I figure we'll take some time to review kind of like some of the best online resources for Pokemon Go. There's certain sites that we talk about from episode to episode, whether it's Pokemon Go Hub or Poke Battler. So we'll kind of review all that stuff as we go through. Yo, Lords and Deals, he says, I have my ejections as a PvP player. Weekend was wild. All right, true. There was competitive PvP coming out of our ears. We had, this last week we had Mankey Go Battle Day. So we'll talk about that stuff. And there's been an announcement on PokemonGoLive.com that states that you can meet some notable trainers at GoFest Berlin in Seattle, so that's pretty exciting. We'll talk about that. Yo, Joe Landor in the house. What's happening? And finally, we'll poke the bear with a topic that clearly
that we just love talking about.
No, clearly people don't love talking about it because this is something that I don't know a lot of people talk about.
Podgy Panda's in the building
in random conversation, but when it comes down to it, clearly people don't want to talk about it, and that's addiction to Pokemon Go.
Addiction.
It's clearly an issue. It's clearly an issue with many of us. Hi, friends. So appreciate everyone here in the chat. If you're watching this on Twitch, YouTube, or our Twitter, thank you so much for tuning in and watching the show live. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, you could always go back and check out our YouTube. Oh no, Ken's talking about me, Podgy Panda says. But yeah, you could watch the VODs back on YouTube and all that good stuff. So definitely make sure you're crossing the streams between your audio and video Lured Up experiences. But Adam, I guess we should get right to it.
Ken, we should totally get to it.
All right, let's talk about the TCG event. I know you've been super hyped for this for a long time.
I have been very hyped. I'm still a little bitter with the Pikachu hat, but I get it. I do. But I really want a hundo of this one.
I just want the shiny, but shout out to Sarah Amanda in our Discord because she brought up a great point. Remember we were talking like, oh, why didn't they put the back of the TCG card on the hat?
Yes.
Remember, it's different in Japan.
Correct.
So it's like, so that kind of makes sense why, maybe they didn't use that design, all that good stuff. But let's just recap the event real quick and we'll talk about our experiences so far. This event is running from the 16th through the 30th, so we're just about finished. By the time the audio podcast comes out, we'll be done with the first week of the event, but we had the release of Wind Pod and ultimately Glycopod, and then we had Pikachu wearing the TCG hat. That, of course, could be shiny. Wimpod being a 400 candy evolution.
How many candy you have?
I mean, I've evolved two of them
What?
already. Yeah, man. So it's like I've been pineapping all of them. I've been catching a lot. And they've just been very, very frequent. So even when I'm rocking the Go Plus, I'm picking up just a shit ton of Wimpod. So it's been fun. I know you haven't evolved one yet, right?
Correct.
Is that because of lack of candy, or is that just because you're stubborn with your evolutions?
No, I have 725 candies, and I have
Go
89 XLs, but I'm looking for the perfect PvP one or the hundo.
Okay, Glycopod is a very good-looking Pokemon and a very unique-looking Pokemon, and I don't know, I just think that from a design perspective, it's really cool. The model looks freaking awesome in PGO. It looks really good in AR.
It's like Kabuto, but better.
It's like Cyber Kabuto almost.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, I mean, when it's doing its face front looking at you, it doesn't look good at all. But when it's running around, showing
turn
any
it to the
sign
side a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Once you get that little bit of the whole body and you get the feel for its actual body, it looks amazing. I love it.
So next on the list here is Meltan Boxes. This is something I've slept on now. I'm having major issues with this because my Pokemon home account, right? The email that's associated with my original Pokemon account and my Nintendo account, all that stuff, I don't have access to anymore. So the email associated with my Pokemon Trainer Club account and ultimately my Pokemon Home account, I don't have access to. So when I just got a new phone recently, so when I installed Pokemon Home and tried to log in, it's prompting me to verify via email my account. Well, I don't have access to that anymore. I reached out to Pokemon customer service, and they're like, sorry, we can't change your email. I'm like, but I can't access it. What am I supposed to do? And the dude got mad at me. He wrote back. He's like, did you not get my last message? There's nothing we could do. I was like, damn, shots fired, dude. So I'm definitely screwed at least this round until I can, pull some strings or something behind the scenes to get this sorted for me. But I did have a coworker bring in the Switch with Let's Go, so I can at least make it happen. No shinies so far, but Mythical Hits from the community said he got fucking 4 of them already. 2 from his first box, 2 from his second box, shiny, something like that. Insane.
Yeah, that's wild. I have done one with because I forgot, I think, the first 2 days, and then I just sat and just like Lachlan in the in our Discord chat for Zoom calls, he was like, yeah, you just Netflix and Meltan box. I did that.
Yeah.
But I did not get a shiny.
We were talking about it on the Zoom. I don't know if it's what it is with me, but I always 13, 14 minutes in, I just kind of drift away from the phone, start watching TikToks or something, and then 28 minutes in, I'm like, oh shit, I got a fucking Meltan box going, and I missed the whole thing. So it's it just absolutely happens. There you go, Lorden's DLC. Yeah, get that Meltan box in. I have had no luck so far, but I've been sleeping on these boxes, and it's always whenever the shiny comes back around, I'll make sure I'm minding my P's and Q's, but yeah, I'm still dragging ass a little bit. There's been plenty of Dittos in the wild. I still have not caught a shiny Ditto in the wild, but Spinarak, Numel, and Bidoof are the big 3 right now for changing into Ditto, and I've had plenty of them, but no shiny luck. How about you?
I finally got a shiny Bidoof.
Oh, I was going to say, you got the Ditto? So that was your first Bidoof?
No. Okay, and let's just fast forward really quickly because it is Tuesday and Spotlight Hours happened. How phenomenal it was to have Spinarak become Dittos. That was so good. Chef's kiss, as you would say, to that Spotlight Hour that we just had. It was so good because it was the chase of trying to see if you got the Spinarak shiny and the chase if you got I didn't want to fast catch anything. I was just I wanted to catch. I wanted to catch and see. I wanted that animation, and knowing that most of them were probably going to be Ditto, I was so excited.
That's a good point, and I almost felt opposite. I was fast catching everything, and I was like, I don't want to sit through the animation. I don't want to sit through it because I want to catch, right? That's typically how I roll. So, I did catch a shit ton of Spinarak, which was great. It was a good idea that they paired it with like the double evolution XP, which is like the weakest, in my opinion, the weakest of all spotlight bonuses. But I was fast catching everything. I think I caught like 150 or something like that, and no luck at all on the shiny Spinarak or Ditto.
Same, but it was still an awesome spotlight hour.
Yeah, I think I had like 7 Ditto from spotlight hour, so it was, it is cool. But nothing really of note. We had collection challenges that were based on the TCG. I really liked the way they kind of broke all this out. There were 6 different collection challenges, varying difficulties. Some were really basic, very common Pokemon. Some you had to do some trades. Some you had to do a little bit of trading and a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They put the if you're lucky Pokemon all together. So it was like Snorlax, Dragonite, and Slacking in there, which were in raids, but they were also, pretty rare in the wild. I don't know how often you were seeing those 3 out in the wild.
At least at the beginning, I saw a lot of them.
Yo, Podgy Panda got a Nundo Spinarak. What? During Spotlight Hour. That's phenomenal. See, man, I don't have the patience to check all my shit. If it's not a hundo, I just delete. I wish they had 0 stars, like 0 star in the search query, so you could like scan for Nundos. That would have been great. But also, there was another collection challenge happening by the time this podcast comes out in audio. On the 23rd, there will be another collection challenges that you could get the Kanto starters, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise. So, collection challenges are cool. I kind of think it's a little lame when you have these really quick collection challenges that are done in like 3 seconds, and then you get like the increase in your elite collector medal. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't really work hard for this, and it's like all of a sudden I have 6 additional collection challenges done, like, especially considering some of them are like a real pain in the ass. Like these were, there wasn't much to it, so that was a little lame in my opinion. Hopefully the one that comes in the 23rd will be a little bit more challenging, but I love collection challenges. It's instant motivation. Wild encounters, we talked about this last week, that this was like a really cool pool, right?
Yes.
There's plenty of Pokemon here. Very Kanto heavy.
Yeah, but that's still fine. It was really nice seeing the Wartortles and the Squirtles and the Charmeleons. I don't know why. Venusaur and Ivysaur and Bulbasaur, I just don't want to touch them. I just didn't want to touch them.
So for me, the Ivy, like all the middle evolutions,
the middle
here,
childs,
they were cool at first, and then it's like, I lie because I catch everything, right? But I didn't want to mess with them because they can't be shiny, right? So I'm compelled to not catch them. So it's like, yeah, they're cool. Wartortle looks cool. I'm not going to catch it.
But they're hard to catch too.
Yeah, they're a pain in the ass. What's up, Jason? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate y'all. It is what it is. Alolan Rats I was definitely going after. I'm still going after my Tiny Rat medal, so I was definitely looking for them. Of course, Magikarp being in the wild was great. Eevee, Spinarak, Natu. Natu's another good one. But Numel was really a chase for a lot of people because that's a newer shiny.
Yeah, I have not gotten that one.
The If You're Luckies were Onix, Chansey, Snorlax, Dragonite, Slacking.
I've seen a bunch of Chansey.
I haven't seen as many as I would want, but I have seen some. I think that the rate that the Chansey were spawning, and, by extension, the Snorlax, Dragonite, Slacking, and Onix, I feel like I've seen the most Onix, but it was a good rate. So when they did pop up, it was like, oh shit, this is kind of cool. And, the wow factor for Snorlax or Slacking, not necessarily there, but something about Dragonite in the wild is still always really exciting.
Well, Slacking,
like that's a great wild.
I saw
storm.
one that was 3505 or 3503. I screenshotted it.
Nice. Yeah, but they can't be shiny, so.
No, it was 3502. And I don't care.
That's big.
When you're looking at something that fine in that position, with
like,
that amount of CP, you want it.
Yes.
You want it.
Other featured Pokemon, Lunatone, Solrock. These are really good shinies. Freaking rare. They will be migrating after this. Research was okay. A lot of people were going after the starters. I thoroughly enjoyed these longer task researches. Catch 25 Pokemon, catch 40 Pokemon. I love it. We need more longer goals. Like, I don't know. I just really like those way better than, like, make fucking 3 nice throws or something stupid, right? Like, make me catch 40 Pokemon. That was cool. I felt accomplished. So that was really cool. Raids were a little funky. I actually did a bunch of Timber. I've had Timbers in raids a lot. I haven't seen many Chansey raids, but that is a nice 1-star.
Yeah, I haven't seen any
Alolan
Chanseys.
Executor, Snorlax in 3 stars, Dragonite slacking. But of course, the big deal being Mewtwo. Shadow Ball Mewtwo this week, Psystrike Mewtwo next week. And in Megas, you had all the Kantos starters all mixed up with the 2 forms of Charizard. So the raids were pretty good this week, but clearly
Mewtwo was the winner.
But raid hour tomorrow is going to be popping off. People are going to be going pretty hardcore
Luckily,
tomorrow.
I'm working,
sure.
So
you have you could do 1 raid then.
I could do 1.
You get that free one in. What are you more of a Shadow Ball or a Psystrike?
I like Shadow Ball.
Yeah. I like the Psystrike Ice Beam combo. Adam, it is now the 21st. We are 9 days away from the launch of the Pokemon Go TCG set.
Which means it could be arriving at your local Walmart any day now.
Why do you keep saying that Walmart is going to be releasing early? Are they notorious for that?
Release date. Target, though, is like, oh, no, we can't sell these. Sorry. Like, they'll put them out just to tease you, but they'll be like, we can't sell that to you. Sorry, it's not released until tomorrow.
Well, yeah. Well, you get to the counter and, like, an error message comes up. The SWAT team rolls in from the windows and they're like, hut.
Casted Cubo knows.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be really exciting. I'm still very anxious to see how this rolls out. Listen to Special Conditions recording right after this,
right?
To hear a little bit more about my thoughts on what this is going to be like at retail. Dude, I'm telling you, I think this is going to be hard to get. I think this stuff is going to be really hard to get. As far as news goes, man, that's really it. I guess we could recap. We had Go Battle Day, extra Stardust rewards. It was we had that Mankey 3-hour window. I managed to get a shiny. I did 4 sets during that window and got a shiny Mankey, so that was pretty exciting. I don't know if you got any sets in.
I completed whatever it was on the task for like the day, like do the battles, get the XP. That's what I did. I did get a Mankey, but it was not shiny.
I really like when the Go Battle Days align with Master League, because that's my scrub ass league that I play in because I have all the raid Pokemon, right? But it was nice. I was able to finally use a leveled Kyogre because I had the XL candy from Kyogre being around, so that was cool. I didn't mess with the Fossil Cup at all.
Nah, I didn't touch it.
I the limited meta stuff, when I do limited metas, I typically stick to the Sylph.
Like
stuff.
If I can use Prinplup or Arbok, like I'll jump in and play, but that's about it. If I can't use those, I kind of just like, no, I'll sit this one out.
But we also had Milwaukee.
Oh yeah,
Milwaukee
regionals.
So it's been really cool. The competitive season this year, it's they've really pulled it off with having no play Pokemon events through COVID, right? It was just completely non-existent. They had the Players Cup and the TCG, which was an online only thing. And now we have the return of these Play Pokemon IRL events, which have been absolutely phenomenal. The coverage on Twitch has been phenomenal. Shoutcasters have been amazing.
Yeah, shout out to Frosted Caribou. She's going to be NAIC.
Oh, yeah, and the TCG.
Woo.
Oh, yeah, Niantic in Mexico had the event, too. There's just been events all over the place that have been phenomenal, especially from a production standpoint. They're finally putting really, really strong effort into...
Well, they had to.
They had to.
They had to get the word out there that Pokemon is still being played. It's still a good game.
Yo, Podgy Panda already hit rank 20.
What?
He hit rank 20 during Mankey Battle Day.
No way.
With a Credilli and Fossil Cup. Yo, what?
Credilli.
Baller. That's really it for news. There's been nothing new. I mean, Dino Community Day is this weekend. I'll be in New York City.
I'll be at work.
If you want ice cream or chocolate, you can go see Adam. If you want shinies, come see me. But I will be at the New York City Seaport Niantic activation. So I'll be there giving out goodies, giving out swag, stickers, codes, items, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you stop by, say hello. I have my dog. That'll be fun.
Star.
You pet my doggy. Star Cupcake will be in the house. I'll have my son will be there too. I'm sure he'll be doing anything and everything but playing Pokemon Go. He'll be making fun of all the Pokemon people. We'll be playing like Jurassic World Alive or something. But that's really it on the news front. You know, we don't have much else going on in the game. No new news. Definitely the calm before the storm. But Dino Community Day is going to be. I know your community over there in New Hampshire is still Facebooking it, right?
Yes,
They're still in the Facebook Messenger. So what's it like on Facebook? Are people talking? Are they organizing? Or is this going to be another fly-by-night event?
Let me take a look real quick. I haven't been in there. Nope, just posting of shiny Bidoof, shiny Pikachu. Somebody leveled up. Congrats, Sean. He's level 46.
I think this is going to be just like Gibble.
Yeah.
People are going to come out of the freaking woodwork. It's going to be packed no matter where you play. It's going to be awesome. So if you have the opportunity to go to one of these Niantic activations, do it, because it's probably going to be
a boosted shiny rate, right?
Well, yeah, of course. But the biggest community day of the year, like for sure. This is...
Well, what about July?
What about July?
That's like pure summer.
Yeah, but you think they're gonna do something big after Dino? No, they got to go to something shitty, so that way you have GoFest to bring everyone's spirits back up. They don't really worry about Community Day, and then August you start to give a little jiggle, a little tickle back up into the mix, and then by September you might start to see some good stuff. I think they're gonna go back to the starter rotation, you know what I mean, in July.
Ooh,
so,
Chespin would be good.
Oh, Chespin. Jason said Pikachu. Can you imagine?
No. I'd probably just be done with the game. Oh, we're getting surfing and flying Pikachu. Let's go.
After Gibble, wasn't it a starter? I think it was a starter. But
I don't
know. I
just accurate list of all the things. No. Stop with the Pikachu. I can't handle it.
Pikachu community.
Like we're already in an event
fire
that has
up at him.
like hat Pikachu.
Dino's going to be amazing. Lots of bonuses, lots of shinies, all that good stuff. Jigglypuff. I wouldn't mind a Jigglypuff
that would be
Community
cool.
Day. That'd be kind of cool. Just no hats. I figure something else to talk about now that could be pretty cool is, especially with the video format here, is we'll review some of our most used
favorite go-to.
Yeah, because there's pretty much a consistent batch of sites that we not only use to build content for the show, but I use personally as a trainer.
Speaking of personally, Ken, I'm taking this one out of the notes, all right? That should not be there. That one is for your time, and that's your time only, okay? That's not for the podcast.
What do you mean?
You know what I'm saying.
What is that even? What did I do?
You put one of your something from your history in there, okay? That should not be there.
Did I? Let's look at it. What did I do? I don't know what you took. Oh, Adam's typing in the notes Pornhub right now.
No. That was all you. That was in there that was you.
You had me for a second, dude. I literally went back to the page. I was like, what the fuck did I put there? Did he actually catch me out on there or something? So let's run through some of these resources. I'm sure some of them will be very familiar to a lot of you. The first is PV Poke, amazing member of the community. Yep, and phenomenal community member. Just
I love this.
Tirelessly works towards just creating this incredible resource where, if nothing else, use this rankings tab. Right, the rankings
it's crazy
tab.
How fast it updates. It's like new Pokemon. Already done. Like what?
No, it'll be like the Sylph meta gets announced, and then like immediately he's already has everything coded and everything. It's awesome. But you put in the league, like you could select, let's just say Fossil Cup, and it'll give you the top Pokemon and what their best movesets are.
Is Credillion there?
And then from somewhere, I'm sure. But from here, you can expand on each of the Pokemon in the list. Registeel is the top ranked Fossil Cup Pokemon. You can expand Registeel. It's going to tell you what it key wins against, its key losses, its performance, all of its stats, the key level, what its traits are, what its possible movesets are for fast and charge moves, all its weaknesses, the similar Pokemon. It's just exceptionally in-depth, and this is for every single Pokemon that's out there. So Phenomenal site. If nothing else, use it for the rankings. Just one of the greatest things. You could even run like training simulations and all that stuff. So if you want to really dig into creating like a solid PvP team, hit up pvpoke.com. Link will be in the description. Podgy says, I love hanging in his Twitch streams when he does ranking updates live. So cool to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff. For sure. It's insane. And all this stuff is up on GitHub. Like, it's just really cool how he has a mentality of just open source. So super, super cool. All right, next site we're going to go over to is Go Stadium. If you could avoid their 58,000 ads they have running on their site, you have an amazing rank checker, which is absolutely awesome. Jesus Christ, Go Stadium, these freaking ads, dude, like everywhere. Like, look at you literally see the
flex wherever
it's
you
like
go.
It's like a small window, like a 2-inch window in the middle of the screen that's not covered by ads. But the Trainer Battle Rank Checker, this is for all the people interested in IVs. Adam, I know you really like catching the optimal IV combination for a specific Pokemon. So you simply type in the name of a Pokemon. So if I put...
do Wimpod.
I'll do Wimpod. So if I do Wimpod, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to set these IVs to 0, 0, 0.
I was going to say it should be 0, 14, 15.
So it'll tell you what the number one is. And believe it or not, Adam, it's 15, 15,
okay,
15.
hit Glycopod. Sorry.
You want
Glycopod?
that's
what I was thinking. I didn't realize it didn't evolve.
So Glycopod, I got to hit recalculate here. So you put in your Pokemon, you recalculate it, and it'll tell you the proper IV spread to be maximized for each league. So and you could adjust the floor for how you're acquiring that Pokemon. So obviously if it's in the wild, it can go down to 0. Raids, trades, lucky, all that kind of stuff, it'll up the floor.
8, 15? I was wrong.
So 0, 8, 15 is the number one ranked Glycopod for Great League, which will give you a CP of 14.99. And again, it measures all the stats, and it adds the stat product of the IV and the base stat, so you can get a nice like running total here of all of it. But you could put in what IVs you have of your Glycopod, and it will show you where in the ranking of the whatever it is, 2,400 different IV combinations, where that IV spread lands. So super, super cool, exceptionally helpful. Just if you're trying to like really go for, there's plenty of people out there that chase hundos, right? Chase shinies, and then there's people like Adam that chase rank 1 Arbok, right? Like that's just what they're looking for.
This is so true.
So it is very cool, and it gives value to Pokemon that otherwise, you might toss, right? Because it adds a depth of gameplay. I would definitely toss because they're not 100%. So get the fuck out of here. But no, it's like
for PvP. They got to be a hundo for PvP.
Look,
it's
if
hard
I'm bringing
for
a
me to delete
Wimpod,
anything. I catch a Wimpod that's 0, 14, 14. And I'm like, that's the hundo right there. And then like I check and it's not.
I bring my see now XL Candy, it fucks everything up because I was gonna say like let's bring a perfect Bastiodon in. But yeah, it's all about different spreads. So rank 40.
Yeah, that's how I am with my bagels. It's all about the different spreads. I like a chive and onion. Wow. I like a vegetable cream cheese.
Can you say that word again? What's the BAGEL?
Bagel.
You say it weird, bagel? Man. You say it like a Canadian or something.
Bagel.
I don't know.
That's better.
All right, so that's the Go Stadium. Change it to rank 50. That's what I really should do.
Is there a way to pay for like ad free?
Hold on, I gotta get these ads. Go away ads. Hold on. Okay. Where is it?
It's right there.
Excel. Yep. So include XLs. So now let's recalculate. So yeah, so that changes everything when you put XLs into the mix. But again, depending on what league you're going to be, you can tailor this to you. Oh my God, dude, this website is like a fucking slot machine blinking in Las Vegas with all these ads. Sorry, Go Stadium, they're killing me. Poke Battler is going to be our next one. Phenomenal website. We use this every time we build out our battle parties here on the show. And there's actually a lot more to this website than what we normally use it for. You could, build out Team Rocket teams. You could build out your best gym defending and attacking teams. But really what it's all about is the raids. And you can pretty much pick whatever the active raid is. Let's pick Mewtwo, for example. And away,
wait, what was
it's
that?
going to
What
give
was that
you...
image? Go back up.
this?
Raid counters? You can win.
They have... You've never seen these, dude? They're the best. Hold on. So they have it for every Pokemon. They have it for... Hold on. Look. So every Pokemon, they have like a really derpy, like hand-drawn... look at hand-drawn little thing. It's really cute. Garudon. But I love this site because it allows you to really dig in and customize your... I think it's Captain Goldfish that does these. These are... there you go. Captain Goldfish. At Captain Goldfish on Twitter. But it allows you to dig in and build a party based on, exactly what you have. And there's even this really cool thing, which I don't take advantage of, called the Pokebox, where you can actually input the Pokemon that you have in your inventory, and it'll build a party based on your Pokemon, which is really cool. And if we go back to Go Stadium, you can see it actually integrates with Pokebattler's Pokebox. So
that's cool.
Really cool APIs that the different communities are sharing. Really cool to see that all that happening. But if we go back to Pokebattler's nuts and bolts of the raid team construction, it really lets you dig into building out a team, choosing the right megas, looking at the shadows. It'll tell you what movesets that you want, and it's the amount of deaths that are estimated per raid and all that. It's just a really phenomenal tool and very user-friendly. So if you want to just get a quick snapshot of the top 10, 15, 20 Pokemon to use in any raid scenario, hit up Pokebattler.com. Moving away from the technical stuff, we could jump over to good old GoHub, PokemonGoHub.net. This site has been here since the beginning. I would say that the first 100 episodes of the Lured Up podcast, we pretty much built using articles from GoHub.
Yeah,
this was like our go-to source. They were, for a long time, they were the only ones in the game that were really putting out consistent news articles that followed the news cycle and followed the event cycle. So really, really great site, very comprehensive. A lot of op-ed pieces in here. Like, look at this piece from Seawolf, JRE Seawolf. So if you want to get some information from someone who talks shit about Niantic, you could just click here. I'm sorry, JRE. I'm just kidding. But no, it's there's a lot of really cool stuff here, and shout out to the GoHub team. They've just tirelessly dedicated to doing a lot of work. They really support AR photography, which I really like. And
not
again,
like the Pokemon TCG set that's coming out.
But if you need raid support, there's also phenomenal raid counters on GoHub as well, and PvP guides, raid guides, all that kind of stuff, and an active forum as well. Continuing with the news, and I'm sure this next one is going to see a pretty significant update soon, considering they were just sponsored by Niantic, but is the good old Sylph Road, the grassroots Pokemon Go community. Wow. We've been using Sylph Road for a long, long time, and there's phenomenal tools. You'll see here, like this last science report that was published was in March. So, it's not, this part of it isn't fully updated, but if you click on something like their shiny rates or their events tab, all that stuff is completely up to date. And you can get things like egg rates, you can see the egg pools, you can see all the information, data, field research, rates for drops and all that kind of stuff. Just a lot of really community sourced and aggregated data, which is phenomenal. Shout out to the Sylph Science team that puts in a lot of effort into digging into some details and information that no one else really wants to, and it's kind of like invisible data that the game doesn't tell us about. But like souvenirs, like loan earrings, hey, if you want to figure out how to get some earrings souvenirs, this is where you should probably go. And it's really cool. I had the Sylph Science team on the Creator Series last year, and just hearing their process and how dedicated they are to their craft, it makes it really cool. But because Niantic has sponsored the Silph Road, I'm sure that the interface of this website will be getting a nice little injection of money soon. So very, very well deserved. So by extension to the silphroad.com is, of course, silph.gg, the Silph Arena website, which if you are a PvP person, you obviously know about. And this is just a phenomenal website for playing in limited metas, organizing with other trainers.
I enjoy it.
It works. Yeah, it's just a resource that almost every community uses for PvP. And I remember when GBL first launched, we were like, oh my God, it's going to be the end of Silph Arena. And it's like, nope, they're still here. They're still hacking. So very, very cool that this is still going really strong and all that. But you can also, it also has like their own leaderboards here, which are really cool. See if we can recognize anybody up on here. Do I know any of these people? I don't know any of these people in the top 20. But really cool to see that this is still really going strong. You got factions, you got limited metas, you got all these really cool, funky things that ultimately tie back and tie into the use of things like Pokebattler or Go Stadium's Rank Checker or PV Poke. So all these things kind of work together. So what I recommend is just create a bookmark folder, dump all this shit in here. These are all great resources that you can use to kind of enhance your experience with the game. So, Adam, I think we've gone through a lot. I think what
we have been through a lot together.
We have
with the community.
Adam, we have. But I think we should take a break, and when we come back, we will talk about some notable trainers. I know two of them. They're very handsome. We'll talk about two notable trainers and a bunch of other notable trainers that are going to be at some Niantic events. And then we'll poke the bear, which, honestly, I was shocked at how few people spoke up. I talk about other dumb shit that, like, doesn't matter, like, I don't know, dumb shit, and we get 3,000 comments. I talk about something that probably impacts every single person that plays this game, and it's like fucking crickets. However, there was some exceptionally profound comments that I don't care if I got 5 comments or 5,000 comments. I'm so glad I got these 2 specific comments that I'll talk about, because they're pretty heavy and pretty eye-opening, and I think a lot of people will be able to relate to them. So for everyone on the stream, sit tight. We're just going to take a quick break. Everyone in the audio podcast, we'll be back right after these words. Be right back. We're back. Jason's like, wow, Adam, what the fuck?
Totally tubular, guys. It's radical.
Yo, shout to LURED's DLC also talking about the Reddit pages for Silph Road. So Silph Road and Silph Arena have phenomenal subreddits. I used to spend a lot of time on the r/Pokemon Go. I don't so much anymore. I was actually on there earlier today to just see if I could scrape some news out of it. Not a lot of news, not a lot of core information. Silph Road subreddit though, chef's kiss. All right, little housekeeping to get through before we get into the ass of the show. This podcast is powered by Patreon, and you can check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And all patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly PGO and TCGO prize tournaments. Registration is in the Discord. We hope to see you there. We're doing our Forged Cup right now. I've lost the first 2 rounds. However, I won 1 match in each round. That's a win.
There you go. Yeah, because if you calculate
I beat Fish on the Heater once.
No way.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, that's like when we did our charity tournament and I beat Zionic. I was just like, yo, I'm never going to let him live that down, dude. I was like, I beat you, bro. I beat you. But a huge thanks to our gym leader patrons, Absolutely Ryan, Grant, Jamal, Magikarp, DM, Sue, Tish, TN Comics Wiz, Turtle Power, and Big Za Minus. And a huge thank you to our newest patrons, Christina, who joined at the Discord tier, Joseph and Brett, who joined at the show supporter tier, and the Cole for joining at the gym leader tier. Thank you all so incredibly much. Jason in the chat saying loves the Discord. Yeah, Discord is phenomenal. Special thanks to our executive producer, Paul Bott. And just make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com just so you can connect with everything that we're doing, see where you can connect with us on social, get the blogs, all that good stuff. If you want to take a quick peek at that website, let's pull it up here really quick for our video viewers.
Hey, look at those two handsome devils.
Lots of cool stuff, and you could connect with you could listen to every one of our shows and all that good stuff. So it's a really cool experience and all that jazz.
You know what I really like about that
Adam,
site?
What?
Lack of ads.
The lack of ads? We have ads.
Well, the only one was TCG Player.
We got TCG Player ads. It's one little strip. Look, we got a Patreon. We don't need website ads, especially not enough to block out 88% of the entire thing. Oh shit. But all right, let's talk about what do we got here? What do we have on the agenda that we're going to be talking about?
It looks like notable trainers is what we're.
Let's talk about some notable trainers. So this was pretty cool. Something that we've had in our back pocket for quite a bit now that we could finally talk about. We could release the Kraken on, which I'm really excited about, and that is in Berlin and Seattle. Notable trainers will be officially appearing at the Niantic booth at the event.
Whoa.
And if you go to the website, PokemonGoLive.com, it's the latest blog, and it kind of runs through a schedule of when and who you can see and where. So they have all the dates for Berlin. I'm just going to kind of scroll all the way past this till we get to Seattle. And if you look here in Seattle, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m., you can catch Adam and I, along with Chris and Kyle from GoCast, and Steve from SBJ from It's Super Effective. Nice block of podcasters all together, along with Couple of Gaming and Zoe Two Dots. So it's going to be really, really cool. A Couple of Gaming will actually be with us every day during those time slots. So really, really cool. Really excited to see everyone. So if you're in Seattle, make sure you come by the Niantic booth from 4 to 6 p.m. Say hi. I'm sure Adam will have some goodies to give out and all that kind of stuff. So we're really excited to be a part of this. Shout out to Niantic for inviting us out to Seattle. Really, really cool. And I just think it's going to be really fun. Now, if we look at Berlin, right? Something they do mention here, it says Berlin guided treks, where they're going to be taking these like walk-fu style things. I wouldn't be that surprised if something like that happens in Seattle. So stay tuned for additional details on that. And we haven't really announced this yet, Adam. And I don't even know if I have full clearance to talk about this yet, Adam.
Then why are we talking
Saturday
about it?
night? I don't know. Who cares? Saturday night in Seattle, we're going to be hosting a Pokemon Go pub crawl through downtown Seattle. We're trying to get a group of about 50 to 100 trainers to come out, do a late night grind with us, and walk the strip and just take over the fucking downtown. So just stay tuned for information on that. It should be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to make this happen. The past couple years, we've had the Mareep up, which has evolved and devolved and all this stuff. Pandemic kind of threw things off. With GoCast's audience kind of skewing younger, we wanted to try to do something a little bit different from getting everyone together at a bar. So GoCast is going to kind of do their own community-based thing, and we're degenerates, so we're going to go to the bar. Actually, 8 bars. So come with us. Every 15 minutes, we're going to hit a different spot. It's going to be absolutely a lot of fun. I cannot wait. And we'll make sure everybody gets home safe. But all right, Adam, I guess the final topic for today is going to be a pretty interesting Poke the Bear. And I really thought that this one was going to blow up. I really thought that people were going to be all over this.
And how long has it been there? Honestly,
a couple days. Monday. I put it up.
But how long do you normally have something like this up?
A couple days, 3 days, 4 days. You know, it's usually it takes off right away and it gets hundreds of comments and all this stuff. This one, not so much. I was shocked. And I think I know why. It's because it's an exceptionally sensitive topic for a lot of people, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it. It's definitely the elephant in the room. So I asked on Twitter, and I'll pull it up here for our video viewers, the topic being PGO Addiction. I said, has playing Pokemon Go ever caused issues with your personal or professional relationships? Is it hard to not take your phone out and play at every opportunity? What is the line between dedication and addiction? So, Adam, before I even get into the community's reaction here, I want your take. How do you feel about this personally? Do you feel that you are balancing dedication and addiction? And has this put a strain on your personal relationships over the past 6 years?
Personal relationships, yes. Definitely. Should be spending quality time with family and end up pulling out my phone in a new location because we're on vacation and I want to hit those stops and get that XP and do those raids that are around and have a sense of being able to get all the Pokemon and all the stuff that I need but don't need.
So in those times, I know you use the Go Plus a lot when you're at home and you're not at exciting places. So what is the experience? What's the difference in the experience when you're somewhere new? Does the Go Plus just not satisfy that for you?
So it does, but even with that, it would disconnect. So I'd have to pull out my phone to reconnect it, which then causes I'm on my phone when I should be with the family.
You know, I gotta say, even if I try to take 5 seconds to pull the phone out to connect the Go Plus, it's like I sometimes try to hide that shit, right? Because it's I don't even, because it's just don't worry about me. I'm not playing the game. I'm just trying to connect this device real quick. It's for sure a thing.
But I'm self-aware of it now. I understand that line is, and it's hard and it becomes stressful if now this is why Pokemon proper needs something, and I mean this in the most genuine way, but they need something that can allow people to, because it really causes anxiety, especially on something like a community day. Okay, if you're dealing with hypothetically, you're an insurance salesman and you're trying to do something and you've got somebody in front of you, but you've got your Pokeball Plus.
What's that buzzing?
Sir, what's that in your lap that's vibrating? Or you've got the Go Plus and it's just going bird, and then you're fidgeting in your pocket or you're fidgeting in your sports coat.
You see the light shine through your clothes.
Exactly. So they need something that other companies have done to ease that feeling, because that. And like you've said,
what, like morphine or Valium?
No. I'm talking about devices that have come out and that are silent. And I understand.
Yeah, but how does that solve the addiction thing? It doesn't.
So it curbs the fact that you can breathe.
Curbs my enthusiasm.
You can breathe.
Why? What's the difference? Just because of the noise? So you can hide your addiction?
It's a distraction.
You're hiding your...
It's
Adam,
a distraction.
You're just hiding your addiction.
No. It's a distraction, okay? And I'm very open with the fact that I like to play Pokemon Go. Like, I like this game. I love this game. I've been playing it since the beginning. There's no other game that I've been playing for this long. Like, this is my favorite game.
Yeah, but Go Plus or not, that's not going to change anything.
Yes, but if you can't pull out your phone, if you can't, like for Community Day, how stressful is that to just say, I'm not going to play at all because I can't have something in my hands, okay? You work with your hands. Somebody that's a cook, somebody that's washing dishes, somebody that's utilizing their hands and they can't push that button. They can't do whatever, lean against the counter every second they get to hit the button, okay?
But then is it really playing at that point?
Is it playing if you're pushing a button?
Sure.
No, because it's a touch screen. You're not pushing any buttons. You're touching a screen.
Well, I don't have that problem because I'm fully addicted and my phone is fucking in my face.
I'm just saying, Pokemon Go proper and Pokemon proper and Niantic proper need to come out with a device that is Pokemon certified that will allow you to
not vibrate and make noise.
Yeah. And I understand. Okay, that's hiding the addiction. That's whatever. But it gives you that self of like you can be calm. You don't have to worry. Like, you know that like I may only get 1 or 2 shinies from playing Community Day, but I'm okay with that result because I'm not putting in the effort of catching hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I'm okay with that because I can't physically utilize my hands because I've been washing dishes all day or I'm chopping onions from the start.
Okay, so let's move away from the physical aspect.
Hold on. And then it disconnects in the middle of that. But I can't like pull out my phone because it's an open kitchen and there's just people watching. Like, you just can't. Okay, so there's
all right
reasons. Okay, there's always a reason.
But get rid of the physical thing. Okay. Let's say that there was a way to do this passively without having the physical thing. Mentally, you're still connected to that need, correct. Right? So yeah, so again, it's not solving anything. It's just enabling. Really, you're just enabling it, right?
Okay.
So, for me, I have a thing where, that in your screen time report where it has like the number of like wake ups, like the number of time you like turn your phone on and like look at it or whatever or pick it up. It's astronomical for me because if I have to walk from the bathroom to the kitchen, I'm looking at the phone. If I have 3 seconds between tasks, I'm looking at the phone. If I'm driving and I'm on a 10-hour drive and I can't catch shit because I'm driving too fast and I can't spin shit because I'm driving too fast, there's nothing I could do, I still have the fucking game open for no reason whatsoever. Just to see it.
Okay, that's addiction.
My little guy running around. Well, I
at least listen to music or something.
So do I, but I just have the shit running.
I just throw the phone.
So anyway, so I asked the question on Twitter, and I was very surprised at the lower volume of responses, but we did have some really good ones. So I'll run through some of them here. Ivy Pip says, I'm addicted, but will concede it has reduced the hassle of many of my daily activities and encouraged me to go outside. Luckily, my wife is also addicted, so we have spent a lot of time together playing. I don't think I would invest as much time otherwise. So that's like, is there such a thing as healthy addiction? Like, I'm addicted to eating healthy, or I'm addicted to fitness. Like, anything that's taken to extremes can be bad, right? But there's also a lot of good that comes with it. I just want to try to remove the good from the conversation right now and isolate the bad. Now, this is the next one here from Atari Alex.
Yeah, this one's really good.
This one blew my fucking mind.
Because I know that both of us had similar issues.
Yep. says, it has caused more arguments in my marriage than I can count. I used to be a very punctual person. Now, if I don't leave at least 45 minutes early for anything, I'll be late. I'm consistently telling myself I need to figure out a way to play less, and then I never do. Now, here it is. You ready for this one? Sometimes I hope that Niantic will announce they are shutting down the game because I know I don't have the strength to stop playing on my own, even though I probably should. So, yeah, I guess I'm addicted. Yo, this one.
That hits deep. Hits deep.
This one hit me because because this game has become so intertwined in our lifestyles, right? It's a culture, it's a vibe, it's so just connected to everything that we do that if this game were to shut down tomorrow, I'd imagine like there would be people walking around outside like like just forgetting how to talk
on the ground.
This one just hit me hard because I really, really felt where he was coming from.
That's such a good response.
Yeah, I put, whoa, this is a very profound statement. Thanks for sharing. But yeah, Sue, Hermes Ninja, I forget, I was talking to Pogo Milo, and he was explaining to me how to say this. It's like some fancy pants French shit or something. It says, complicated question. I'm definitely addicted, much in the same way I'm addicted to breathing air. But that kind of addiction only poses a problem if it's causing any type of negative consequence. However, if the only result is adding more joy to my day, I'm all in. Again, this is what we're talking about, healthy addiction, right? Yeah. If it's not impacting anything in your life kind of negatively, what's the problem, right? Even if what it's doing to you as a person personally and not affecting other people, if it's all positive, sure, go for it. Mr. Anderson says, the first time I got into trouble was several years ago when we were on vacation from Scotland to Palm Springs, and I had a wild Charizard on the screen, which was a very big deal at the time. She then got the news that her grandmother had passed away, but I had to catch it. Bro. Bro. This game makes us do some fucked up shit. Oh, shit. Rick Azara says, I guess everything's right as long as you don't try to pick out self-esteem from your achievements and go. It's a unique game, maybe even a good teacher to a comprehensive, healthy lifestyle. Personal and professional relationships always come first. Look, I agree. But the impact that it's had on me in my previous marriage through I said this on the Instagram stream this morning. Pokemon was cited in my fucking divorce papers 3 times. It was in my fucking divorce papers. Like, it's crazy shit. And it wasn't just Pokemon Go, it's Pokemon in general. Because I've been addicted to Pokemon for many years, even previous to Go. But it's a very interesting topic. I got a couple more here. This is Hillajix says, about a year ago, some of us were on strike from the Pokestop issues. Adam, you were one of those that was really cutting back. Says, I was one of the people who decided to delete the game from my phone for a few days. It was hard. I kept having the urge to turn on the app, even if I was at home. I've been better at putting the game down when I need to, but I think about those who only play PGO and no other games or hobbies. PGO sucks you in and makes it difficult to get away from, even when there's no exciting events going on. So, Adam, I don't know if you've ever done this, but sometimes I just stare at the fucking game, like if I'm home and there's no spawns, and it's like in and out of the menus. Into the items. Oh, no, can't heal anything.
Yep.
Into yep, still got 33 fucking King's Rock, yep. Like, I just don't do anything. And it's like, what am I fucking doing? Like, I should be doing anything right now. Stretching, who knows, anything. Gus says, so one time I did cause an issue with my ex-wife where I went out late-ish at night to hunt a wild Snorlax. And this was back in 2016 where it was just footsteps. I went around my neighborhood and couldn't find it and then went looking for a Poliwag. She then called me pissed off for telling me to get home so she could go to bed because she wouldn't if I wasn't there. I will say I'm a weaning addict, and it's sometimes boredom time kill when I don't feel like doing anything, waiting for new content to spur the hunt. I don't think we talk about this enough. I don't think Niantic talks about this and addresses this enough. Even things like you're playing Wii Sports, right? And you're fucking doing bowling on Wii Sports. And it'll say like, hey, why don't you take a break? It's physical activity, but you get that message. I get the things on TikTok now when I'm doom scrolling for 12 fucking hours straight. You get like the TikTok branded thing that's like, hey, seems like you've been on TikTok for a long time. Why don't you put the fucking phone down, you jerk? You know what I mean? Like I get, and it's like, I don't know. I just think that this is a much, much, much bigger issue. I'd actually like to talk to some like gaming psychologists about this because, they remember it was a couple years ago they made gaming addiction like an actual thing. I don't know. I think that this probably affects more people and their spouses or their loved ones or their family more than we talk about, more than we know. And I'd almost want to get like
the other side,
significant.
Yeah.
I want the significant others of content creators to come on the round table and talk about how they think.
Chanel would definitely be down.
I just think that, for me, this game is cathartic, right? It's very therapeutic, but at the same time, I'm exceptionally dependent on it to provide those things. And I know that those things are achievable through other means. Better diet, eating right, exercise, just experiencing life, being in nature without the tie to the phone. It's a heavy thing, man. It's a heavy thing. I just don't think we talk about it enough. And I would love Niantic to address this some way, somehow. I just don't know if they ever will. A couple more responses here because I did retweet it. I put up, I retweeted it saying, not a lot of movement on this topic. Is it too close to home? I said, I'll start.
It's
I'm
too close to
Pokemon Go. And my compulsion for PGO screen time has put a strain on many of my personal relationships. I struggle to find balance daily. How about you? We had a couple good responses in here. I'll read a couple. Carcass says, I admittedly get kind of frustrated when I'm playing with people who aren't playing at the highest level sometimes. But at the end of the day, it's just about having a good time with friends. I don't know, but I guess I'm not in it so deep anymore. So that's an interesting one because my coworkers, for instance, don't take the game nearly as seriously as I do, but we'll raid together. And like sometimes I'll get pissed. They'll be like, yo, can you fucking, like, why are you bringing fucking flying Pikachu against the Snorlax? Or why are you bringing this weak ass counter? It's because they're just having fun. They don't care. Definitely.
Meanwhile, they won't catch the Pokemon. They won't be able to take it down.
But like the fact that gets me upset, even though it's like I know we're still going to beat the raid boss. You know what I mean? Says Mr. Blissy. Jason says, yo, don't fuck with my Blissies, yo. My girls got
Large Marge coming in hot.
They got defending to do. I gave my son my phone the other day. He was cracking up at all my Blissy names. He's like, can I name one? I go, yeah, go ahead. He named one of the Blissies Huge Badonker. So funny. But imagine a Shieldon against the Kyogre. I've seen one of those, they say in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I just I think this is a conversation that we should continue.
Yeah, for sure.
I think this is something. I think it's something that we should all be exceptionally cognizant of, and we should talk to our partners about. Because at the end of the day, obviously, the game is much less important than our personal relationships, our family relationships, our children, our work. So just be cognizant of it. I think it's very important that we take that into account when it comes to spending time, and something that my girlfriend has taught me is like, just put the fucking phone away and give me the attention. Give me the dedicated time. Is that too much to ask? And it's like, then I have to reflect and go like, no, that's not too much to ask. What am I, a fucking idiot? Put the fucking phone away.
Yeah, I've been trying
So
to do
it's
like the whole like when you wake up, just leave it alone, and then
see, I can't do that.
I know.
Can't do that. I'm immediately I go into the bathroom and I'm sitting on the toilet doing nothing but healing my blissies. But it's an interesting topic. I think we should continue it. Please check out our Twitter and let us know what you think. I think that even if you want to not do it publicly and you want to shoot us a DM, we could keep the conversation offline.
See,
but I do think it's something
Justin
that
says, you guys know me. I have an addictive personality. If the spouse and I are out shopping or whatever, I'm not allowed to actively play. Go Plus only. So he's not allowed to.
But the Go Plus is on.
So he's technically still playing.
It's yeah.
So the question is, does Jody actually know he's playing or not?
The Cole said he just all right, he just added some, so I'll read the Coles. He's in the chat. He said he just put it up. He said, 1, I had issues with family after my grandmother passed away, being told that Pokemon Go ruined our family. I don't agree, and I like to think I'm self-aware about how addicted I am to the game, but I associate PGO with saving my life due to mental health issues, and that grief created that response. And I know I'm addicted and I pull my phone out constantly, but I do know that there are time and place and will put it away when needed. I do put playing Pokemon Go right next to breathing, though. It's life for me, but I know the situations to stop. So this is what I was saying before, right? The fact that this game does positives.
Sorry, Justin just wrote, she doesn't mind if I use the Go Plus. That doesn't vibrate.
You see? There you go. But this game does do a lot of good for a lot of people. But it's sometimes that when that just like, it gets, I don't know, it gets kind of overshadowed by the volume of screen time. And that's where I think people like me get into trouble, because I can't, like, my fucking screen time report is stupid. It's fucking stupid. It's like, why am I even awake that many hours in the day, let alone in front of the fucking screen that many hours of the day? So, I don't know, everyone. I think it's a little bit of a heavy topic. It's definitely an elephant in the room. I think it's an important one to talk about. I think we should all kind of talk about this stuff, because as much good as the game does, right, for us and for our mental health, and I mean, it gets me out exercising and exploring and doing all that great stuff. Yeah. There is, I don't want to call it a dark side, but there is another side to that coin of the way it impacts others and how, your attention gets drawn away from things that are right in front of you in real life. So all I can say is, everyone can be cognizant and work on that balance.
Yeah, it's hard because I'll be in the middle of I'll be playing a game or something with my significant other, and then all of a sudden the game, there's like a 3-second window where I can check the phone and look, and so it's
no, that's one of my big problems is like, if there's one fucking free second, I'm looking. And it's like, why? Whew. But on that note, everyone, I think that's a show.
Jeez.
Let's continue the conversation over on Twitter. Please feel free to DM. It's all good. But you can leave us a voicemail or text even if you wanted to, 732-835-8639. You could email us, info@luredup.com. Just check out PokemonProfessor.com or luredup.com for everything we have going on in the show. The Cole in the chats has said, my story goes way deeper than that, what I said, but a game I played before Pogo definitely ruined my life, and I see a huge difference from that game to this one. Yo, I used to play World of Warcraft. So I know that game hurt a lot of people.
Listen,
a lot
I
of
used to play Call of
relationships.
Duty Zombies, and I would just stay awake till like 4 or
Am I gonna have to boot you?
5 o'clock in the morning, and then I would go to bed.
It's an interesting topic. It's an important topic. I don't think there should be a stigma about talking about this stuff, because I think it's a real life thing that everyone is experiencing in one form or another, and everyone's partners, even if they're not vocalizing it, ask them about it. Ask them about it. Does it bother you when I do this? Does it bother you if I have the phone out?
Does it bother you
and
when
if
I
it
talk
doesn't,
about Digimon?
It bothers me a lot. But if it doesn't bother them, fucking great, right? Good for you, lucky. But you might be surprised to hear, like, yeah, I'd rather you have your eyes on me or your attention on me, or I'd rather you be holding my hand than holding your phone. That kind of shit hits hard.
Yeah.
I'm divorced, dude. I've been through fucking hell with that shit. I don't want to risk going through anything remotely close to that again.
Yep.
And
Yep.
If what that means is putting my fucking phone away, I better fucking put my phone away. So that's all I'm saying. Thank you, everyone, so much. I really do appreciate everyone getting involved in the conversation, everyone in the chat. It's been really great talking through this stuff. Let's keep it going. Keep it going on Discord. Keep it going on Twitter. DMs are always open. But what we're going to do here is we're going to take a quick break on the stream. I'm just going to pull up a coming soon kind of thing, like all that good stuff. And we're going to be right back in a few minutes with our live recording of Special Conditions. But for everyone else listening, thank you so much. Adam, is that it?
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't even know. It's like, I'm not sad. I'm just like, it's just like,
I'm telling you, man, it's a heavy,
I'm like realizing stuff. It's just, yeah.
It's a heavy topic. So
like,
thank you everyone for talking. Yeah, man. It's okay. It's okay. If I was with you, I'd hug you right now, man. I love you so much. This game, like, look at the good it's done, man. This game brought us together.
And that's the thing. It's like, where's that balance where this has been like my lifeline? This has been what's kept me going for so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I do.
Like, you've been there for me, and I don't know, just a lot.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much. Keep training, trainers. Keep your heads up. Talk to the people you love. Make sure that you're treating them right. Love everybody. See you later.